Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into a video for Windows 10. And as far as this goes, this is in a new feature that came out with the Creators Mode, and it's called Game Mode. Now, with Game Mode, you can use it for other things than gaming. I just want to mention that real quick. So if you don't play video games, you still can get quite a bit of use out of this. So it's out with the Creators Update, which came out officially April 11th, 2017. You can force it on your computer earlier, or you can wait for it to roll out. But what you need to do is go down to the Start, go to Settings, and from there you will notice a new icon called Gaming. So just select that, and on the first page it will have a bunch of key shortcuts that you need to keep in mind. If you have the controller, like if you actually do gaming, if you have the controller, then make sure to select that on. I don't think that button has any other use. I might be wrong. If I am, then let me know in the comments. But you can check out DVR broadcasting. I'm just going to bypass these because they're very straightforward on what they do. And DVR is just basically a recorder. It kind of tells you right there. But in broadcasting, you're just streaming the game out wherever. The part that I'm focused on that's useful, highly useful, is the actual game mode itself. Make sure this is turned on. Now, as far as what is game mode itself, basically what happens is if you got game mode on in a given program, it will make that program run first. And what that basically means is if that program needs the resources, it will try to dedicate somehow the resource. It will either take away resources from other programs and give it to that one, or it will try to optimize the entire system for that given program. This is highly useful when you get into things like recording, so like making videos, Adobe Premiere, or something else, basically something that takes a lot of processing. Maybe you're in coding, or maybe you're in graphics or something, but there's probably a program you use that is pretty heavy. So what you need to do is, I'm just using this as an example. What you need to do is simply go ahead and trigger the bar. It's Windows key G. And what happens is you're going to get this prompt. It says, do you want to open game bar? And you just need to tell it, yes, this is a game. I'm not going to do it for this particular thing. I already got it for the settings area, so I can show you. And basically, when you say yeah, you're going to be able to get this bar. Now, it's really important that the only thing that you need to focus on for this portion is that the settings. So you can go into the settings and make sure that this is select for whatever it may be. So maybe it's Adobe Premiere or CAD or something else. But what this does is if the given program is running, then it will it'll take prioritization with the resources. And that way it, like say for example, if I'm rendering a video or maybe using AutoCAD or something like that, it will be more of a streamless, and the process will get done quicker. So that's fairly important to note into itself. So just make sure that is checked. You can go through the rest of these. I really don't care as far as the rest of that. Just note that you got broadcasting, recording. You have the record that, and it's just a records past some amount of time. There's a few things. I think NVIDIA and a few others have this type of stuff. Yeah, screenshots. And this Xbox, this opens up the Xbox application. You might have to get it off the Windows Store, but it just opens up that. It's not a real big thing. And you also got the mic stuff down here, so just note that. So as far as that goes, and it's basically a screen recorder with that part. But the part that I really focus on, and I'm finding quite a bit of use out of, is the game mode. How well does this work? And this is fairly important to note. Let's say, for example, you're playing a game like Solitary, or maybe you got some basic program that maybe it's that settings thing or something like that. You got a game mode turn on there. Well, it won't do anything. You won't notice any actual difference on those type of things. What happens is if the game or program does not require extra resources, if it's hardly using any to start with, you're not going to notice any difference whatsoever. However, if the program requires a bit of resources, either being a game or something like Adobe Premiere or something like that, what happens is it will try to optimize the overall computer to allow for those processes. I personally have seen it work fairly well. So as far as my computer, I have a graphics card, a 970 graphics card, I think an i5 or i7 chip, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. Playing Mass Effect, the news game that's graphically intense. Well, basically, turn up the settings all the way up and whatever. I tend to not have problems normally unless if I play for a long time or if I get into like a massive battle in there where I got a lot of characters moving and stuff of this nature. So there's a lot of calculations that have to be taking place. Well, as far as that goes, I've noticed that it's a lot easier to deal with. It actually does work. One thing I want to note, though, before I forget, is you might notice that, let's turn on that game mode again, or at least open it up again. And you might notice that there's somewhere on here it says something about verified applications or whatever. And basically what happens is if a application is already verified, maybe it's a game off of the Windows Store or something like that, and is classified as a game, then it will actually work. You don't have to tell it, hey, this is a game or whatever. So that's something to note. That's something where you might notice a difference. I've noticed with my current games, with either being Mass Effect or some other Steam game or something like that, I've noticed where it doesn't notice that it is a game. So that's fairly important to note, that you have to actually tell it that whatever is a game, if it is an actual game, given it didn't come from the Windows Store. And some of the stuff that comes from Windows Store, you still got to tell it as of right now. That might change in the future. So as far as that goes, there's a few other features within there, but it's pretty straightforward as far as the menu system. I just want to really show the game mode and to tell you that it can work in your favor with Adobe Premiere or CAD or something like that. But anyways, as far as that goes, this has been Craig Bennett. And if you got any questions, anything else, then feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'll try to answer that as quickly as possible. Let me know what you want me to cover in the future. And I'll see you next video. Hope you have a great day.